Hi, this is Alex Young.
And this is Cody Cramschuster.
And this is Australia 101.
We're here to talk about the Australia physical features.
First off, Australia has no land boundaries.
It is between the Pacific and Indian Oceans.
Australia contains 6 states and 2 territories.
Its 2 territories are the Northern Territory and the Australian Capital Territory. Australia has one of the flattest terrains of any country on Earth. This is from all the erosion built up on thousands of years that has flattened the mountains. Only 6% of the land is over 610 meters or 2,000 feet above sea level. The average elevation is about 152 meters or roughly 500 feet. Now we're going to talk about Sydney. It is Australia's largest city. In 1999, about 4 million people lived there.
It was the first European settlement in Australia, which took place in 1788. It has many wool and wheat industries.
The supermarkets, grocery stores, tend to be found in the cities and suburbs.
It is located in the south of Australia. Sports in Sydney include swimming, surfing, golfing, sailing, tennis, cricket, rugby, football, baseball, basketball, hiking, ice skating, and ice hockey.
In Australia, cricket is the most popular sport. Come on, let's go give you a show.
This is the logo of one of the most famous cricket teams in Australia. Let's go play.
When you play cricket, you have to hit the ball and then run to the stick and back as many times as you can. Let's see how it's done. Play ball! Play ball!
Famous tourist attractions are the Royal National Park, the Sydney Zoological Gardens, Taronga Park, Darling Harbour, Blue Mountains, the Royal Botanic Gardens, and the Art Gallery of New South Wales.
The famous Opera House in Sydney was opened by Queen Elizabeth in 1973.
60% of population is in New South Wales and Victoria.
The capital is Canberra. $1 Australian is equal to
63 cents. Australia used a metric unit system.
Climate is warm and dry in Australia.
Australia is famous for horse racing. The Great Barrier Reef is a huge tourist attraction.
Only children from 5 to 15 are required to education.
Australia has an area of 7,686,300 square kilometers.
Its highest point is Mount Kosciuszko, which is 2,229 meters, located in the southern and eastern hemispheres.
Interesting. Now I'm here to talk about Tasmania, which is an Australian island and a state. It is the 26th largest island in the world. It is separated from Australia by the Bass Strait. It also has a constitution, which was written in 1856. It has 29 local government areas, which is 68,401 kilometers, and the coordinates are 52 degrees south and 147 degrees east.
Alright, the climate in Australia is desert, grassland, temperate, subtropical, and tropical.
It's very warm and dry there. From the months from December to February, the temperature is about 22 degrees Celsius. From March to May, it's 18 degrees Celsius. From June to August, it is 12 degrees Celsius. And from September to November, it is 19 degrees Celsius.
There are 400 different languages spoken in Australia. 79% speak English, 1.8% speak Italian, 1.3% speak Greek, and 1.2% speak Cantonese. Lots of the different languages are spoken by the Aboriginal tribes. There are many religions in Australia. 64% of the population are Christians, 19% of the population claim to have no religion, 2.1% practice Buddhism, 1.7% practice Islam, and 0.7% are Hindu. There are many traditions in Australia.
Australia Day is January 26th, when Australia was declared in 1788.
Another holiday is Anzac Day. It's on April 25th. It's a day to support the Australian troops.
There's another one that's called Boxing Day, and that's on December 26th. And the majority of Australians spend it on the beach. Done. Australia's economy is roughly the 13th best in the world. Its fiscal year is June 30th through July 1st. They have 12.1 million labor force. Their main industries are mining, industrial, education, food processing, chemicals, natural gas, steel, and tourism. The exports are $212.9 billion a year. Their imports are $194.7 billion last year. Their import goods are technology and equipment, crude oil, and telecommunication equipment. Export goods. They have coal, iron ore, wine, diamonds, gold, natural gas, meat, wool, and machinery equipment.
Koalas are endangered because companies are cutting down the trees that they eat eucalyptus leaves from. They are dying from habitat loss.
Waikerie Reef is on the northeastern coast of Australia. It is the largest structure ever made by living organisms. It is over 1,250 miles long and occupies an area of 80,000 square miles. It contains over 350 species total. It is over 8,000 years old and one of the most famous tourist attractions. And it also receives over 2 million visitors per year. Another tourist attraction is Ayers Rock. It is located in the heart of Australia and it is a very sacred place to the Aborigines tribes. The last tourist attraction is the Sydney Opera House. It's an opera house that was opened by Queen Elizabeth in 1788 and is still open and running today.
For Australia's government, there's 3 branches, just like the US's. There's the legislature branch that's responsible for debating and voting on new laws. There's the executive branch, which is responsible for upholding the laws. And there's the judiciary branch, which is responsible for enforcing the laws and deciding whether other branches are working within their powers.
Hey.
Alright, for Australia clothing, because of the wild weather, Australians usually need to wear light clothing. So sometimes they wear long socks, tailored shirts, jeans, and an average outfit for the Australian population. Children must wear uniforms at school.
Because of the desert climate, we have a lot of tumbleweed,
And also there are a lot of cactuses.
cacti.
Australia's government is called the Commonwealth Government. Due to Australia's long coastline, the Australian population eats a lot of seafood. Wheat, cattle, and sheep is also in the average Australian diet. They stick to very kosher and organic foods.
Kangaroos are getting overpopulated. They're destroying our ecosystem. This will be our solution.